The story of Captain James Jackman. This is Captain James Joseph Bernard Jackman. What was striking about this young Irishman, just 26 years old in the photograph, was his ability to lead and inspire the men around him, even in the most desperate situations. 3 years into the Second World War, James was in Libya, North Africa, as part of Operation Crusader, commanding a machine gun company of the 1st Battalion, Royal Northumberland Fusiliers. His company was equipped with Vickers machine guns, renowned for their reliability, even in the blistering heat of the desert. Each gun could fire at a rate of 450 bullets a minute, helped by its water-cooled action. James and his machine gunners were supporting British tanks. Their objective: to attack enemy supply lines threatening the port at Tobruk. As the British tanks climbed a ridge near Ed Duda, they came under intense fire from all manner of guns. Seizing the initiative, James immediately led his Vickers machine guns into action to protect the British right flank. Once that was secured, he then needed to lead the rest of his company to secure the British left side. A Vickers gun and its tripod weighed nearly 40 kilograms, and that's without ammunition boxes, spare parts and water, so they needed their trucks in order to be able to move at speed. In those days, machine gun companies didn't have radios. The only way to communicate with the trucks and their crews was with flag or hand signals. So James stood up in the front of his truck, where the rest of his troop could see him, and directed his trucks across the front line between the British tanks and the enemy guns. His trucks were unarmoured. They only had wooden sides, and the British tanks were struggling with the uphill terrain, so they weren't able to offer much protection. But we know that James carried on with calm determination and directed his machine gunners into position. Watching it all, Brigadier Willison commented, "He was more than an example. He was an inspiration." James was awarded the Victoria Cross, the highest award for bravery in the British Army. But sadly, he did not live long enough to receive the award in person. James was killed by mortar fire only a few hours after his gallant action on the ridge at Ed Duda. You can discover more inspiring stories about our soldiers at the Fusiliers Museum of Northumberland at Alnwick Castle.